Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. So, how do you know if P1130 is the culprit behind your car troubles? The symptoms can be pretty noticeable. You might experience your engine stalling unexpectedly, especially when you come to a stop or at low speeds. Another classic sign is engine misfires. You'll feel a shudder or hesitation from the engine, and your check engine light will likely be flashing or solidly lit. You might also notice rough idling, where the car just doesn't feel smooth when it's sitting still. Poor fuel economy is another big one. If you're suddenly visiting the gas station a lot more often, your fuel trim system could be to blame. And finally, a general lack of power or sluggish acceleration can also point to this problem. Your car just won't feel as peppy as it used to. Alright, you've got the symptoms, you've pulled the code, and it's P1130. Now what? Let's get into diagnosis. The first and most common cause of this code is an intake leak. The engine is sucking in air that the mass airflow sensor hasn't measured, which throws the whole air-fuel ratio out of whack. This is what we call unmetered air. You need to meticulously check for any cracks or loose connections in the intake hoses, vacuum lines, and the intake manifold gasket. A smoke test is your best friend here. By pumping smoke into the intake system, you can easily spot any leaks as the smoke escapes. It's a highly effective way to pinpoint even the tiniest of cracks that you might miss with a visual inspection. If the smoke test comes back clean and you've confirmed there are no intake leaks, the next suspect on our list is the oxygen sensor, or O2 sensor. Specifically, we're looking at the precatalytic converter sensor, which is also known as Bank 1. Over time, these sensors can become lazy. This means they don't react quickly enough to the changes in the exhaust gases. The ACU relies on this rapid feedback to make split-second fuel adjustments. When the sensor is slow, the ECU's corrections are delayed, leading to the P1130 code. You can check the O2 sensor's performance using a good OBD2 scanner that provides live data. Watch the voltage readings. A healthy sensor will show voltage fluctuating rapidly between about 0.1 and 0.9 volts. If it's slow to change or stuck at a certain voltage, it's time for a replacement. So, let's talk about the fix. If you found an intake leak during your diagnosis, the solution is straightforward. Seal it up. This might mean replacing a cracked vacuum hose, tightening a loose clamp, or installing a new intake manifold gasket. Make sure every connection from the mass airflow sensor to the engine is completely airtight. If your diagnosis pointed to a lazy O2 sensor, the only real fix is to replace it. When you're doing this, it's a good idea to use a quality OEM or equivalent part. Cheaper sensors might not last as long or provide the accurate readings your ACU needs, and you could find yourself dealing with the same problem again down the road. After you've replaced the faulty component, clear the trouble codes with your scanner and take the car for a drive. Cycle to ensure the check engine light stays off and the problem is resolved. And there you have it, a complete guide to understanding, diagnosing, and fixing the pesky P1130 code on your Volvo or so. It might seem intimidating, but with a systematic approach, you can track down the source of the problem and get your car running smoothly again. Remember, start with the most common and easiest thing to check, which is intake leaks. Before moving on to replacing parts like O2 sensors, taking the time to diagnose correctly will save you time, money, and a lot of frustration. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more DIY car repair guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.